Hello there, anatomy and physiology students. I'm so sorry for the delay in getting this out to you. We had some technical difficulties at school tonight with conferences. We had the first part where everything worked, and then we had our little dinner break, and after that, when we tried to return to Zoom, we found out that the internet had crashed. And so if your parents did not get to have conferences with us, please, I encourage them to send me an email if they have any questions. Or there's another set of conferences coming up in November, and I will definitely keep you posted with that information. So my other little dilemma that I was concerned about was how you guys would be able to watch this, but then also fill in your document on your computer. So if you have great ideas, feel free to share those with me. But basically what I wanted to do is share with you a really cool site that does a great job of documenting what all is taking place throughout the growth and development of the baby. So if you remember where we stopped, we finished with the gestational age of 3 weeks. And so we're going to take a look at the next 3 weeks so that we are basically up to date with this week in real time. And so, like I said, I just wanted to share with you this site to give you this great resource. And I'm going to show you some video clips and then just kind of scroll through the information so you can kind of see it. And then I'm going to put my information as far as what I put on my slideshow, and then you can pause and record whatever it is that you need. Maybe take a picture of it with your phone so that you can look at it as you're typing stuff. I realize you probably may not have 2 monitors to help you be able to see all that. If you do, great. But if not, we'll just do our best to make it work. So the website that I wanted to share with you guys is the What to Expect. And so if you look, I kind of shifted the screen a little bit, but their website up there, this is the site that you would type in, and then the number is going to be whatever week it is that you wanted to find some more information about. And so if you take a look, it starts off every week by saying, okay, where are you at? And how big is the baby? And how much time is left? So remember, we said that 40 weeks of gestation is considered full term. And then as you scroll down, there's a little video. And like I said, we'll kind of watch that. And then you'll see it talks about at a glance, this is what's happening. And then it talks about specifics with everything that's taking place. And like I said, it's going to be a bit tricky for you to watch this video and record information at the same time, or to look through this as I'm scrolling through. So please don't hesitate to check out the website. And I'm sorry, I think I lost the window there for a minute. But check out this website so that you can get all the information that you need. So we're going to scroll back up here to the video, and like I said, feel free to check out this site to get more information, but we're going to take a look at this little clip, and you will see that Heidi gets very excited to talk about what's going on, so hopefully it'll make you giggle a little bit.
It's implantation time! Now no bigger than a poppy seed, a whole lot sweeter. The ball of cells that will become your baby has completed its week-long voyage down your fallopian tube and has claimed its berth in your uterus by tunneling into the sticky uterine lining. Nestled in your uterine home, this miniature miracle has established the cozy connection that will bind the two of you for the next 8+ months and forever after. But that's just the beginning of the action this week. In the works is the amniotic sac that your baby will call home sweet home. And at last, the sign you've been waiting for. Your little embryo starts to produce HCG, the just for pregnancy hormone that'll turn your pregnancy P-test positively positive. You are officially expecting. Though your embryo is only a tiny dot, it has already started to differentiate into 3 layers, each with its own job assignment. The inner layer, called the endoderm, will become the digestive system.
Okay, we had some technical difficulties, so let me try again. Sorry, guys.
Assignment. The inner layer, called the endoderm, will become the digestive system, the liver, pancreas, bladder, and thyroid gland. The middle layer, the mesoderm, will grow into the heart, bones, kidneys, muscles, and blood vessels. The outer layer, called the ectoderm, will develop into the brain, nervous system, skin, hair, and eyes. It's hard to believe, but by the end of your 4th week of pregnancy, all the building blocks for your baby's vital organs are firmly in place.
So as I mentioned, she definitely gets excited to talk about that subject matter. So when we take a look at the information that I recorded, if you guys would, like I said, maybe take a picture. Hey, how about some nice background music? Maybe take a picture of this so that you can record this information. And what I did was I took the information from the video and then just also additional information from the website. And this is basically the highlights from that. So go ahead and pause this to record the information that you need. Okay, so I have to try to fit all this into the screen, and I was having trouble with it. So we'll try again, see if we have better luck. There we go. So hopefully you guys are able to see all of that now. And if not, in the very bottom with the embryo, it says outer equals ectoderm becomes nervous system, hair, skin, and eyes. All right, so let's go to week 5. And so you can see there's definitely some growth at this stage. They say that the baby is as big as an orange seed, super tiny. And this is kind of showing a computer generated version. And it says that there's 35 weeks to go. And I might just try to do the video in the small version. And if you guys wanted to check out the full size, then I'll scooch this up so you can see. If you wanted to go to the website, that's your option. But take a listen for what's happening at the 5th week.
Welcome to week 5 of your pregnancy, the beginning of your 2nd month. Hey, only 7 more to go. Your pregnancy is still new, but that embryo inside of you is growing fast and furious. From the size of a poppy seed last week to as big as an orange seed right now, around 1/20th of an inch. Still pretty small, but a lot bigger than it's been and getting bigger every day. Wondering what your growing baby looks like now? Actually, not much like a baby. Your little one has elongated from a ball of cells to a teeny tadpole-like shape with a distinguishable head and, believe it or not, a tail. Not to worry though, that tail will disappear soon enough and a cute little baby bottom will take its place. This week a primitive heart begins to form and beat, pumping blood through your embryo's emerging shape. The heart comes first because blood flow is essential. Without that blood flow, organs and the digestive and nervous systems won't be able to form. At this early stage, the design of the microheart is still pretty rustic, with only 2 tubes pumping to a really unrhythmic rhythm. The heart won't be fully functional until those tubes fuse together and the heartbeats coordinate, activity that requires a brain. Fortunately, your baby's brain is well past the blueprint phase. The neural tube, which will ultimately become baby's spinal cord and brain, is under construction. And if that's not enough bodybuilding going on, a rudimentary digestive system is taking shape too. There's a tube extending from the mouth to the tail of the embryo, and this tube will eventually turn into the stomach, liver, pancreas, and intestines.
Wow, so to me, it's pretty phenomenal to think about all that has taken place already, and mom might not even be aware that she's pregnant yet. So take a look at this screen. Like I said, maybe you want to freeze it and maybe take a picture of it and just double check to make sure that this is the information that you have recorded. So then finally, we're going to take a look at 6 weeks. And so you can see here, now the baby is as big as a sweet pea. And take a look at that growth and development. I know a lot of times students often make comments, wow, we look like a dinosaur or some other creature. And with that tail, I definitely can see their perspective on things. So when we look at week 6, check out these specifics.
It's week 6 and your little sweet pea is the size of a sweet pea. Still tadpole or prawn shaped, that baby shrimp won't be a shrimp much longer. In fact, he or she is growing quickly, measuring 1/6 of an inch from crown to rump this week. Why do we measure from head to tail? Right now, your baby's body is curved over into a C shape, and eventually, when those tiny legs start to form, your little one's knees will be bent and tucked up under the chin, and that makes it tough to measure the head-to-toe length of the body. Instead, doctors measure from cute crown to just as cute rump until baby hits the 27-week mark, when a head-to-toe measurement takes over. Incredibly, your baby is starting to gain those features that hint at the adorable little one to come. You know, human stuff, like a head and the beginnings of the facial features you'll soon cover with kisses. The mouth, eyes, jaw, and chin. See those little indentations where you think those pinchable cheeks will be? No, those aren't dimples, they're earbuds. Talking about budding buds, check out the limb buds that are starting to sprout from the trunk. They'll grow into arms and legs, and very soon nodules will develop at the ends of those limb buds and eventually become small hands and tiny feet. And that's just what's happening on the outside. There's plenty of activity on the inside as well. Major organs are taking shape, including the kidneys, liver, and lungs, and that brand new heart is already beating an impressive 80 to 100 times per minute, a rate that's rising every day. Fueling all this growth is the yolk sac, a balloon-like structure attached to the embryo. But the early placenta, known as the chorionic villi, has started to develop and form blood vessels, gearing up to take over and bring nutrition to the fetus when the yolk sac disappears by the end of the first trimester.
Whoa, so all sorts of goodies. So finally, here are the particulars for week 6. So just like the others, I recommend that you take a look and maybe take a picture so that you can get all the particulars that you need. And so hopefully it's all in view there. But here's what's happening at 6 weeks. So just a reminder, after you have all this information recorded, you are going to open up the 3-2-1 document and record 3 specific things that you learned, giving me all the juicy details. For example, you could say at week and then insert whatever week and then whatever in particular happens that you had no idea about. Think about all the different systems that are coming into play already. And like we said, maybe this is at around the time when mom finds out that she's pregnant. So pretty amazing, all the stuff that has taken place before she even knows. And then you're going to take a look and record 2 questions. There's not a right or wrong answer, just whatever's popping into your head when you look at this information. And then finally, do some research and find the answer to one of those questions, and also copy and paste the link so I can see where you got that info. Thanks, guys.